Alrighty guys, so I've gotten on the interwebs there and found a group named, or that goes by G Team, and what they're going to do is balance my crankshaft and fit a billet rod for it. Oh god damn. So that's going to be sweet. I don't think I'll have to put a new piston and rings in it. I might go for rings just for the hell of it. But the piston and everything's all fine. The bore is actually beautiful because I checked it when the head gasket blew. The bore was perfect. So what I'm going to do actually is tear this motor down, and I'll probably just ship out the crank here soon. But I've also found some awesomeness. This is wiring for some lights. Now, it looks a little weird. It's got a little Y in it, and you've got two wires. Well, inside this little wire casing is a resistor. It's a fairly good resistor, which means it's good for lights. So, I'm going to do some lightings set up on this thing. I'll probably end up using some stock lights right here. I'll probably just end up throwing them together inside the hood. And I was also thinking about paint jobs and what I'm going to do for paint on this thing. I'm honestly not going to do anything for paint. It is just going to be too cold during the winter to be doing a paint job. So what I'm going to do is sand down all that and just clear coat it. I'm thinking the name for this is going to be Mean and Rusty. Because it's definitely got a mean-ass motor, and it's definitely rusty. But I've also got some tin up in my loft. You notice, open roof in the loft. But I've got some tin. Probably just tin this in, so it's not just an open hole. Like say I get into some mud, I don't want mud just flying up into the back side of my leg. And probably will work on the steering and complete the rest of my throttle, because the only way my throttle will work is if I pull my foot back. Because really it's just a pain to work with. So what I'll do is I'll get like a barn hinge that'll go up on there, and it'll work. Because when this is all the way down, throttle's all the way open, I have complete travel, which is awesome. The harness is all working. Battery for some reason is not completely charged, but as soon as I put it on the 150 amp start, it works beautifully, and the battery is hooked up. It's a brand new battery. This is the spare battery that I had. This actually came out of the crappy deer. It's a fakie. It's not no genuine John Deere. I should just peel this little sticker off. I'll just leave it on there for now, but yeah, it's crap. But carburetor is actually fairly set. The only thing is with these carburetors, when you set them as the higher side jet, or well, when you leave in the emissions jet, you have to have your idle set just slightly higher for when you pin the throttle instantly, mainly for the fact of because with the stock jet, yeah, you got instant. Well, without that little fine jet, with it, yeah, you get some instant throttle response. But in like the mid RPM range, see, there's idle. When the throttle gets into about that range, it just coughs and wheezes. So that's no good. And I've also done some improvements on the ignition. We've got a really good NGK spark plug boot on it now. And my main goal for the winter is just get the engine built. That's all I'm going to do this winter, is get that engine built up and running. And I've already found on eccarburetors.com, because I did the math, and I've figured out my air filter adapter piece that I need. So that's awesome. Because really, if I felt like it, I could just like bolt this up if I absolutely felt like it. Of course, I'd probably just grind down. I'd probably end up just grinding the hell out of this, and of course JB welding the rest of the inside, and making it all uniform. So that'd be awesome. Also gonna go and purchase a catch can and a few other things, because it's just awesome. Probably might get a pull start for this, and so that way I can run the starter cup, and so that way I can, well, let's say battery or something fries itself in the ignition setup, or I pop a fuse and can't get to it instantly. So, because, I mean, yeah, I do have good access because I used a barn hinge in my seat, which is no big deal. But I've already got my box for my crank. Just take the whole crank, set it in here, and probably FedEx it, or UPS, depending on which one's cheaper. But I'll ship it to them, and it's a $120 exchange, really, for a Model 31 crank. Thing is, they do AVS. This is non-AVS, which is the only problem, but it's a Model 31. It'll go. The numbers are always usually the same, so hell, I've seen people fit a Model 28 balance crank in these, and all they did was they put a special spacer and a special seal in the bottom. That's all they did, but I'd like to make the engine look as original as possible, not some fucked up seal in it. So, definitely going to be doing that. Or at the very least, I could switch out the sumps if I had to with a Model 28 sump. But, nah, I'm just going to do the work. And also to get a ARC rod fitted for this, it'd be, total it's going to be roughly around 240 some odd dollars. I believe it's like 245 plus the amount for them shipping the stuff. So that's going to be awesome. But I'm actually going to drain the oil here real quick, and I'll probably pull the motor off and take it down to the basement where I can begin the teardown of it. I'm not going to tear it down out here. I'm mainly just trying to get everything all set up, and also my wheels that I wanted to use aren't going to work. But I have in fact found a kit online from EC Carburetors. It's a 1 1/4 inch axle kit, because the EC Carburetors works a lot with racing mowers and such. And oh Jesus, so much garbage. But oh jeez, we're gonna begin the engine teardown and build up, and I might do the front end workings to be able to mount my hood once I get the engine on. And here's my mounts. So here's the mounts that I got. This says L, so I imagine that would go on the left side on the engine guard, because if I'm correct, it's going to mount up fairly close on the little son of a bitch there. But what I'll do is I'll probably make it to where the mounts are like right in there. Of course, I'll probably redo my exhaust. Might just go and buy a whole new exhaust kit for it. Or if I do it right, I can turn this upside down and just run it and like a U-shaped pipe. But I don't want all that heat in there, so I might just it's a complicated setup. If you can't do it right, don't do it. But hey, it's the name of the game. Just have fun doing it and make it work. Or at the very least, I'll put this piece in place of this piece and have it coming in this direction with this pipe on it. Right, just tucked in there. So, something like that. But yeah, it's pretty much what I'm going to be up to for the next couple of weeks getting this done. So, we'll catch you later.